Good morning. Welcome to Twitter. Twitter is another one of those social media sites that we can use to benefit our church, spread the word, and do a lot of really cool things with. It's not as, it's probably, at least from what I see, the second probably popular one. Obviously, Facebook is out there. Twitter's the next one, and we'll show you some reasons for the differences, but the similarities between the two, and how you can best use them. And then a little insight to tomorrow's video, where we learn about Hootsuite, and you can actually use these together, and many more. So that's a little trailer teaser for tomorrow, as we get into Twitter today. Twitter, you see a little bird that's kind of the little poster child mascot for Twitter, because when you send out a message, it's called a tweet, aka the bird. Alright, what is Twitter? Twitter is an easy way to get somebody's attention by having a nice quick message that grabs their attention. It can only be 140 characters. Unlike Facebook, where you can go a lot longer than that, Twitter is only 140 characters. And if you decide you want to put a website address in there or an email, that can also crunch up a lot of space. So you usually want to be pretty concise with your message. I like to think of it as a like a news brief. You know how you get those little short news bursts right before the main news comes on, and they give you those like teasers. That's kind of what Twitter can be. If it's a quick, simple message you can get in 140 characters, that's great. But if you can't, you can kind of use like a teaser and pull people into it. So like, oh, I want to know more about whatever you're saying, and then they could click on a link or a URL address, and that can shoot them right to the full body of whatever the message is you want. So you can use it as a kind of like a teaser, or dangle a carrot in front of somebody, and they're like, "Oh, I want to grab that and see what the rest of it is." So you can do it for both ways: a quick, easy message to get out, or a teaser for a bigger message that you can't quite fit in that 140 characters. Your profile, you're going to pick a profile, and you should be making that up either before or after this video on Twitter. And your account will have whatever handle you make up and have the @ in front of it. This is how somebody's going to find you. Very similar to when you punch in either a person's name or email address on Facebook so that they can find you. This is how you're going to do it with Twitter. The @ goes right in front of your name, and that's how people can search for you. It's very similar when you go and click on that person and you want to like read their post all the time. It's just like friending or liking somebody on Facebook, except you're going to be following them, what they say. So you'll click on the following button or follow button, and then you'll automatically start seeing their post anytime they put a tweet out. So there are a lot of similarities, but there are obviously differences, the 140 characters being one of them, and how you find somebody is a little bit different as well. The verbiage of following somebody versus friending or liking, that's just a verbiage thing. It's the same concept. Now, we talked about how your friends can search for you. They can put in the @ in your name, or the @ in whatever handle you make up. For ours, it's at our church, it's Tandsboro Church. So it's the @ Tandsboro Church. And then you could find any of ours. And if you wish to follow ours, you just click on the follow button. Now, Twitter has something that's kind of unique and kind of neat. You might not necessarily want to search for a specific person or organization, but you might want to research a topic and find out who's talking about the presidential election, or who's talking about their favorite sports car, or you want to find a blood drive in your area. You can do this very easily by topic, not so easy with Facebook, by putting the hashtag or the #. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of the commercials out there. Hashtag this, hashtag that. You get hashtagged to death. But the hashtag is the search criteria. It's kind of like an asterisk when you're looking for a wildcard somewhere in a Word document or somewhere else. You put the hashtag first, and then whatever the name. Now, there's no spaces between the topics. So if you want to do blood drive, it's blood drive, one word, instead of obviously blood drive, 2 words. And if you guys have friended us or liked us on our Facebook page for Tandsboro Church, or my church there, you will also see in the Bible Trivia, you'll see the hashtag Bible Trivia. So if you go and put hashtag Bible Trivia, it should bring you to our post. Like I said, we're at Tandsboro Church, and the hashtag for that particular thing is Bible trivia. So there are different ways you can search, not only for the person, but a topic you might be interested in. Now remember, this is worldwide, so the topic you might be interested in might be a blood drive in Japan or a blood drive in Australia. So just be aware of that when you're looking at that, but it's a great way to look for a topic versus a person. Okay, what can you fit into 140 characters? Well, you could fit a decent amount. It all depends on you. You really have to think out your tweet before you do it. Websites, you can get websites that abbreviate their websites. Different places you can go to, programs, and or in the place where you get the URL yourself. Sometimes it will allow you to abbreviate it so it's not so long, because obviously each one of those characters makes it closer to that 140 limit. So if you can find a place that will abbreviate the website URL, that's great. That'll save you some characters and put some more words in there. You can also abbreviate words as well. Most of us are familiar with that when we text, where you drop some of the letters, like instead of you spelling it Y-O-U, it's just the letter U. So you can also learn to abbreviate as well. These are messages that you want to get right to the point, so no extra fluff. If you do need extra fluff or extra stuff to bring out the message so that it's clear, that's where you're probably going to use the website address or a picture or something else to put in there to take them to another place so you can expand upon what you're doing. And you might, again, use a teaser, something that'll pique their interest and make them want to go to that next site. I'd mentioned pictures. If you use pictures, that will also drop down the amount of characters as well, depending on the picture. Sharing on Twitter, just like sharing on Facebook, you can do that. It's called retweeting. Again, coming from Twitter, you're tweeting. You can retweet a Twitter post that comes out and share that with other people on your Twitter site. So if they followed you, they would find that retweeted message from somebody else's site on yours. Very similar to sharing on Facebook. You can also reply to a tweet, reply back to that person just by hitting reply. So you can, it's kind of like commenting or messaging on Facebook. You can do the same thing on Twitter. It's just doing it a little different with different verbiage again. Alright, what can you use it for? What's the purpose? If you can say everything in Facebook, why do it in Twitter? Well, you're going to reach a different population. Some people rather Twitter than do the Facebook. It's a little bit more direct, a little bit more quick, and obviously in our world of rapidness and we don't want to wait for anything, this might be a preference to other people instead of doing the whole Facebook post. Some, and it is out there, might think it's too dramatic. Facebook is just too much drama, don't want to deal with it, so they'd rather tweet. So you're going to get a whole nother population here. And it's nice for simple messages where you're not saying a lot, you're just saying, hey, we're doing a pancake breakfast 8 o'clock at the church. So that would be something really quick and helpful. All the same uses as Facebook as far as what you want to use it for. You can use it for advertising, you can use it for letting people know about events, you can let people know a message a day. Like I said, we do the Bible trivia. You can put a uplifting message, you can put a Bible verse, you can put so many things on there. Again, the uses are only up to the limit of your imagination. So as many uses as you can find for Facebook, you can find them for Twitter as well. You just have a little bit different way you do that. Obviously the 140 character limit, and yeah, you have a couple other things that you can use with the hashtags or the @ signs. So again, it's just a little bit different ways that you can use it.